boys and girls, we're going to do a little review lesson on nouns that we had been practicing before in our grammar interactive notebook. And just a little review today, we're going to remind ourselves what a noun is. A noun is a naming word. It can name a person, place, thing, or an idea. And I'm going to bring some examples to show you some of these nouns today. So we're going to start with common nouns. So some examples I wrote up for common nouns would be dog, mom, and book. So here to give you an example of one, we're bringing in my dog. And if I'm just talking about, this is my dog, I would write it with just a lowercase d, a common noun. But now, if I want to move to specific names of the things that I listed, proper nouns, I'm no longer going to write just dog. Now I'm going to write, the top one here, the name of my dog. This is Tenley. So I had to use a capital to show Tenley. We'll let Tenley go now. And then my other examples, if I go back to my common nouns, I had dog, mom, book. Now to go with those, my dog would be Tenley. My mom, her name would have been Mrs. Carlisle. You can see I used capitals for her. And then in the example of the book, I put the cat in the hat, and of course I capitalized the important words. And we always underline the title of the book. But those were proper nouns that I used a capital for. Now let's talk about singular nouns and plural nouns. So singular noun, if I went back to my dog, I would just write dog. Or let's bring in a chick here. So a singular noun, as you can see, here's our chick. I would just write chick. With nothing on the end, I just wrote the word chick as my singular noun. But if I want to change it to a plural noun, which means I have more than one, so let's get out more than one. Now I don't just have one chick, I have two chicks. So when I go to write that, I would add an S to the end, as you see at the bottom one here, chicks. Or if I had two dogs in my picture, I could add an S to that to say dogs. So to show plural, in most words we add an S. Sometimes there are words that we change the ending. Like if I want to say I'm talking to one child, I would just write child. But then when I go to say I'm talking to more children, I wouldn't say childs, I would use the word children. Most of the time we'll add an S for our plurals, but sometimes we do have to change the word form. And then our last noun type that we learned would be possessive nouns. How to show who they belong to. So I took our chicks and my dog again. And you can see I wrote Mrs. Frudd's chicks, Mrs. Frudd's dog. And to show who it belonged to, I added an apostrophe S each time to show who does this belong to? Who do the chicks belong to? Who does the dog belong to? And that is your review of noun types.